So here's what I want to do. We're going to do 72 and 108. We're going to use our prime factorization, okay? You can do a factor tree to find all the factors, the prime factors, or you can do a factor boot. Do whichever one works for you. So let's do that first. Let's get all the prime factors of 72 and 108, okay? And when you're done with that, let's pause the video. When you're done with that, restart and we'll look at the answers. Okay, let's look at 72. We divide by 2. That gives us 36. Still an even number. I'm going to divide by 2 again. Gives us 18. Divide by 2 again leaves 9. Divide by 3 gives us 3, and we're left with 3. So I'm going to list all these prime factors out. I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. For this method, it is much easier to leave these numbers listed out without putting any exponents in, okay? Let's look at 108. 108 divided by 2 is 54. We divide by 2 again since we have an even number. It leaves us with 27. Let's see, 27 we can divide by 3. Leaves us with 9. And we can divide by 3 again, and it leaves us with 3. I'm going to list those out again. And I'd like to go from the smallest to the biggest. I think it makes a little more organized list for us to look at. It's not required that you do it that way. And I'm going to put a line right here so I can keep the two straight. Okay, here's what we do to find the greatest common factor. We're going to find common factors, okay? Factors that are the same in both lists, okay? Well, in this first list we have a 2. We also have a 2 over here. So what I'm going to do is cross off 1, 2 here and 1, 2 here. We're going to list that 2 down here one time, okay? Once again, I had a 2 in both lists, so I crossed 1 off of each and wrote it down one time. Let's see if there's any more common factors. Well, I still have a 2 here and a 2 here, so I've got another 2. So we'll take it times 2, we'll cross off another 2. All right, I've got a 2 left here, but notice that I don't have a 2 left over here. I don't have something in common to both of those lists, so I cannot write this 2 down. I go to my next number, a 3. Well, I have a 3 here and a 3 there. I write down a 3, I cross 1 off of each list. Okay? I've got another 3 and another 3. Cross them off, write them down one time. Okay, I'm left with a 2 on this list I haven't crossed off and a 3 on this list. They're not common, so I can't write them down. If we multiply these numbers together, it will give us our greatest common factor. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 3 is 36. 36 is the greatest common factor of 72 and 108. Now, the first time through, these are going to take you a little longer to do this method, but this is a much, much faster method once you get the hang of it. I do want you to try it a few times. That's what I'm expecting you to do. Try something different, see if it works. If eventually you want to go back to the old way, that's fine. But I have found that it's much more likely that students make mistakes using the old way, especially when we're dealing with big numbers.